Both races are readied up. Good luck, have fun. Going over some stats. Ancalagor is 9-6. 3-0 over Sucria. And a 2-1 over Ochre. 2-1 over Ribbon as well. And also a 2-1 over Crate, so pretty solid results on the board for Ancalagor here. Elad, meanwhile, just had the match earlier against JPED. And it ended with a 1-2 loss. That's where these races stand. It's like a glass cat in this blood shop. Ancalagor with a reset. Don't know why. That may have just taken a huge hit and then just decided to reset. Let me check. Oh, the cat. Already suppressed the cat. Makes sense. And Elad goes down. Full reset. About a minute 30 in. Nothing major. Still definitely a race, especially if it's a double reset. Ooh, what an unruly bat for Ancalagor. Yeah. Given Ancalagor's skill set, not having a glass cat is pretty detrimental. And it isn't really about whether it's worth it or not, it's more like, will it save? Will it save enough time to justify a reset? Or will a reset lose me more time than if I didn't? Which I say for Ancalagor, about 50 seconds is. And here's a Ring of Piercing. Okay. Yeah. But in general, Ancalagor is just good at Glass Cat. Gonna do some pretty good work with Glass Cat anyways. So, pretty valuable. Nonetheless, that's still loud. Hello, Cav, though. Good to see you around. Thanks for the raid. Yeah. So, like, 100% the right choice to reset here. Though we don't know what's in black. Black could be something stupidly good, but probably not. And even if something good was in black, having to give up piercing for it is a bit rough. We've got some Pulf Tomes, which Ancalagor will leave behind in favor of the drum. This is Cadence. There is a Necrodancer fight at the end. And another cat to add to the cat collection. Elad, meanwhile, swapping off to Obsidian Harp. Which isn't horrible, but... Oh, okay, just... Titanium cat. Still a pretty interesting choice. Also, here's another harp. Prefer keeping Glass Cat. I think during racing, obviously people would be a bit more averse to taking glass, even though like normally they would when like speedrunning. So that could be coming into play here, just wanting to get off glass because it's a race instead of something else. Yeah, and being in the lead makes it easy to swap as well. But in generally, races are not one on pure speed. I just saw 2 explosions. And ancalagor goes down. What happened here? Dodging a bomb into another goblin bomber. That's kind of due to being in the middle of 2 rooms, so having 2 rooms filled with enemies coming at the same time. So Elad showing off that this titanium cat is now the right choice. What a bad spider. Contemplating what to do. Had a number of options. Could have broke the glass shovel, could have sent the bomb, or could have done that, which is to hit the blood drum. Not enough money for this carrot. I don't... What is Elad trying to do here? I don't know why Elad's actively avoiding the ears. Unless has plans for them later. Here's a chicken though. Eats a chicken, we'll probably eat the magic carrot after. Now picking up the spiked ears. Probably didn't want to pick up the spiked ears until done figuring out the shopping situation. Was gonna swing by it again anyways, I guess. Was the line of thought there. Some additional bombs. Moving up to the 3 bomb threshold. Does have the blood drum as well, and glass shovel. Flawless encore riff. Skip out on the boss gold. But boss gold's so good, why would you skip out on the boss gold? What's wrong with the boss gold? I guess deciding not to shop. I mean, armor would be nice. There might be armor in the shop. Don't know. Could be going for not past this. It's a little late for that, though, probably. Crown of Thorns, Battle Shovel. What's wrong with the boss gold? A decent amount of boss gold too, because it's one of the later bosses. Look, if you picked up the boss gold, you'd have more gold for this conjurer, right? You know? Boss gold good? I don't know. One hit off the heavy glass. Better than not having the heavy glass, of course. Boots of Strength, why not? Pick that up. Oh, too poor. Again, boss gold! Oh no, could have just forgot that boss gold was a thing. It's a big shiny pile of gold. You don't really miss out on something like that. Right side Dead Ringer spawned. Not gonna see lures. Gonna see some left side scoots. Which will go well. On to the Necromancer. Doing a bit of a thinky. So, we'll free the Necrodancer. Pretty much like using everything that was brought in for the Necrodancer fight. Use the glass shovel, use the blood drum, use the 3 bombs. Full resourcefulness. And GG? Elad taking the first point. Ancalagor on the run back in 4-1. Definitely closing in, but it won't be quite enough. Elad will take the first point of the set. Alright, both races readied up. Good luck, have fun on the second race. Spending a bomb for cheese. Won't be happy about that, and Ancalagor will do the exact same thing, and also reset. Tier 1 cracked wall, which will be a conjurer. Pretty much like no money for either racer though. But 2 bombs. I think Elad's going for a leprechaun here. Ooh, this red bat is... could throw in... could be an issue. Elad's definitely struggling with this. We'll just give up on that. And Ancalagor does get the leprechaun milk. This is very deep milking for total of 442 gold at the end. Oh, okay, just the 1-2 shop, just... What? Look at this! This 1-2 shop, that's a kill, definitely. Elad will do the kill. Ancalagor has 2 bombs as well. And we'll also go for the kill. This is a shop and a half filled with items. It's pretty much already a build. You got the mapping from the Torch of Walls and a 3 damage cat. Yeah. All the money Ancalagor managed to milk out of that. To use the Conjure was for a moot. That's a free spell pickup for Elad. So build coming even better. Yeah, definitely. The small things can definitely end up mattering in a build, especially over time. What's it? 0 gold. Boss gold avoiding, by the way, Kappa. If you're slow playing, you pick up boss gold. Gold, good to have. Probably just forgot. I don't know. There's no reason to avoid the boss gold. 3 is like a lot of gold. Oh, and then ancalagor. What happened here? Everything seems fine. Like, nothing, the situation, under control. Bounce trap armadillo. Well, that was dumb. I'm sure ancalagor is kicking themselves for doing that. It happens. Just like, ooh. What's in this barrel? Oh, it's a full heart container. Oh wait, there's an armadillo running into the bounce trap, and the bounce trap is pointed straight towards me. You don't really realize how much items, seeing what's in a barrel, what's in a chest, how much processing power that takes until you play Coda. Where you open up a chest to see what item it is, and then you just die while you're thinking, while you're trying to recognize what item it is. But lots of bombs, freeze spell for Elad. Could do with some more health and protection, of course. Shield spell definitely works. Bomb cell isn't really needed with 9 bombs. Probably gonna get way more value from a shield spell. Oh, and ancalagor again in the trapdoor room. Have to be sent back to Zone 1. Meanwhile, Elad with the Shriner. Full tap darkness. That's spending a bit of time there for sure, reading the map. See what's on the floor. Doesn't have the push to need to get going immediately. Darkness transmog as a headgear, thanks to the crown. No armor though, yeah. Cycling through headgears will probably stop on thorns, I would guess. I don't know, or blast helm. Thorns seems to work for Elad, and going for a ring finally. And getting a ring swap even though it is meh. Ooh. Very safe weapon. I think Elad will just pick it up just to smash the dragon. But yeah, keeping the cat. I would take Warhammer. Warhammer's safe. If you're slow playing, you take the safe. You do safe when slow play. There is such thing as too much slow play. But the worst thing about too much slow play is you be slow, which isn't a problem if your opponent is in zone 1. What is ancalagor trying to do here? Oh, this trapdoor lure. Oh, yes. And Freddy goes down the trapdoor. Right, dead ringer. That is a fair point. Especially with darkness as well. So I like Warhammer, so I take it. And flawless lures for Elad. Don't even know what Elad's gonna check here. Ooh, transmute to transmute Dorian's dagger. Or transmute this Hourglass Cat. That works too. Yeah, transmute Dorian's dagger into armor is the play. But not really. Doesn't really matter what you transmute if you are gonna have something you transmute on the previous floor anyways. Anywho. Necrodancer fight. 3 hits so far. Potion to boot. And here is the last hit. There we go. Solid lures there to finish it off. Finishing with a 9:15.69 in game time. Nice. And a 9:37.24 race room time. I'm gonna see if I can pull my bitrate back up, but GG's. Nope, that definitely did not work. Oh my. Okay, that's better. Already going off for the 3rd and final seed. There is a blood shop next to a bomb. There's also a bomb in the blood shop. This blood shopkeeper really wants to die, I suppose. Or is peacefully oblivious of the presence of the bomb immediately outside the entrance to his shop. Sunglasses or move dig? Like both races will take the miner's cap. At this level, that probably is the right choice. At lower levels, maybe keep the sunglasses, and obviously, depending what you prefer. It's definitely a toss-up, but Move Dig has the potential to pay off very well. Ring of War pickup, so we'll find damage up anyways, but more cat is a little awkward. Right, with the cat as well. MR's gonna be whack? Kind of. Not as whack as the, you know, the thing I talked about in CoNDOR X2, where we got catapulted all the way up. Yeah, pulse spells. That's in general. I don't think in general, if you have enough challenge matches going out, then it helps a lot compared to if they weren't. But the biggest problem with that is that the challenge matches are not spread out evenly across the racers. But the people who have done a lot of challenges should help, like, ground the people who haven't if they have challenged them. Squagus pick up for ancalagor and Elad. We're seeing, like, full parity on the decision making here. That's a pretty garbage lock shot, but at least it has a Torch of Strength for a pretty bargain price of a 150 gold. Oh, did pulse in hopes of an exploding motion. I was wondering what that pulse was. I just assumed that was a mispress, but that's actually really, really smart. It was so smart, I didn't even realize what it was for. Even after seeing it happen. It wasn't successful, but dang. Compass is in that shop? Compass can be good. At this point, mostly in Zone 5. You could take Darkness here and immediately lose the run, smiley face. Like, say goodbye to both of your damage ups that you're strictly relying on. Lol. Full scroll for ancalagor. In purple, Elad probably should check black if anything. Going ahead without checking anything very much is also an option. Missed pulse opportunity there for Elad, but it's fine. Ancalagor's starting to run ahead now. Cursed potion drink for Elad was on 1 heart, was a bit concerning in that regard. But chances are the rest of the run is pretty dry on any healing items, so that was pretty good. Yeah, oh, 2 telemonkeys next to each other. Elad will get sent back from whence he came. Ancalagor beginning to get far ahead now. Elad's health situation is pretty atrocious now. Oh, okay, Ring of Shielding, just pop that intentionally. But this is a pretty large deficit now. Glass Helm is pretty nice. I just realized Elad did get rid of Move Dig. Just has 1 Curse Heart, so going for the Gluttony on this Ham to have health in the running now. As Ancalagor continues to push onward, the health situation for Ancalagor definitely is not good. Yeah, probably too little too late, but definitely can still apply some pressure onto Ancalagor. Keep in mind that Elad does not have the move dig anymore. Mouse familiar? Where's the mouse familiar? Oh. Mouse familiar. I'm dropping a few frames. Uh-oh. Lower the bitrate again. Yo, Elad moving the mouse in the middle of the match. Anywho. ancalagor needs to finish this off. Elad's still a bit too far behind despite having blast home big bombs. And there we go. Forget. Oh, I missed that. The ogre spawns on the right and just clubs you if you move left like normal. Right. GG's! ancalagor finishing with the race time of 8:01.96, missing the sub 8. But it's fine.